Hey, do you have a pen I can borrow?
I don't. Sorry.
Hey guys.
Hey. Hey, would you guys happen to have a pen by any chance?
Oh no, I didn't bring one, sorry.
Maybe. I'd have to check. Let me check. Let's see. Okay.
Oh, what is this?
Huh. Oh. Well, oh, lotion. Well, just dump it out.
She's such a hoarder.
You guys, I thought I had one. You know, it was here last week. Huh. Oh, here you go.
The previous scenario happens all too often. Maybe not the huge amount of trash, but the hoarding reference, yes. Yes, it seems funny now, but hoarding isn't a joke. It is a compulsion that haunts many families across the US and the world. Hoarding is a serious matter, and for some people, it can be life or death. Most people know very little about this disorder, and many reduce hoarding to be just a dirty house or like just our friend. This mostly comes from the media's portrayal of hoarding disorder, and that is nearly all skewed. Hoarding disorder is a fairly new disorder listed in the DSM-5 in the obsessive compulsive related disorders.
So, what is hoarding disorder? First off, hoarding disorder is a disorder. It's listed in the DSM-5 and it's said to show around the ages of 11 to 15 and progress thereafter. The person usually begins to really be affected by their mid to late 20s and severely affected by their mid 30s. And the disorder is often chronic. About 3/4 of the people diagnosed with hoarding disorder also have a mood or anxiety disorder. These disorders are most commonly depression, social anxiety, and generalized anxiety. All these diagnoses add to the difficulty in treating hoarding disorder. Most people who have hoarding disorder have reported having a stressful or traumatic event happening shortly before the hoarding began, or causing the disorder to become worse. When the person gets to something new, that something new brings happiness, joy, and relief from anxious thoughts. And getting rid of those things brings the exact opposite. So, this is why hoarding disorder must be treated delicately.
For a person with hoarding disorder, quality of life is lowered. The DSM-5 reads, clutter impairs basic activities, such as moving through the house, cooking, cleaning, personal hygiene, and even sleeping. The person's relationship with others is also affected. Families become strained, conflict with neighbors are frequent, authorities may get involved, and the person may be evicted from their house, causing more stress and strain for the family. Now that we're familiar with the disorders, what are some signs you can look for? Number 1, does the person have a difficult time getting rid of things? Number 2, does the person feel he or she has to have things and take free things in excess? Number 3, does the person not invite friends or family into their home or allow people in to make repairs? Number 4, does the person often lose important items like bills or money because of the clutter? Number 5, does the person feel that the objects have feelings? Number 6, do they often claim that something is useful even though it is clearly not? And the last, number 7, do they deny he or she has a problem even though it interferes with the person's life and it is clear to others there is a problem?
Always keep in mind, just because someone has certain symptoms does not mean that he or she has this disorder.
They must be diagnosed by a licensed professional.
As with any habit, the hoarding disorder is not an easy one to overcome, but there is something that can be done. Cognitive behavioral therapy is often used to help change the negative patterns of thinking and behavior that the individual has become accustomed to. In these sessions, they often focus on decision-making and organizational skills. It is also recommended to involve family in the process of therapy. Providing that extra support person is sometimes a great help. With family by their side, they know that they're not alone. Exposure therapy is also used in sessions to help the hoarder face their fear of letting go. Still, perhaps the best way to help an individual overcome this disorder is to have a supportive team of family and friends by their side.
It is important to get help to those who hoard, not only for long-term benefits, but for immediate safety concerns. The National Fire Protection Association has many resources concerning safety. Hoarding can be an extreme issue for fire and other emergency services, as well as the hoarder or anyone living in the home. There is a fire hazard with blocked exits and potential injury from falling over items when trying to escape. Responding personnel are also put at risk when having to fight blocked exits, falling objects, and restricted access to victims, causing long-term exposure. There are several organizations that offer support, therapy, and connections with other useful resources for family and friends. The International OCD Foundation is one of these organizations. They offer information about hoarding, provide helpful links to self-help workshops, support groups, and other resources. They also provide personal stories that can help prove that there is hope. Like Greg's story of his return home after many years to find his mother trapped inside her home because of her hoarding habit. The hoardingproject.org is another organization that is extremely helpful. They also offer information about the disorder and what can be done. They also have their own safety day, which is a term they've coined for a modified clean-out of a home. Those who suffer from hoarding can suffer extreme anxiety with the idea of someone coming in and taking away their belongings. The Safety Day incorporates therapy weeks in advance to prepare for the day and focuses on making the house safe. They have found this to be a much less stressful event for the hoarder and allows for future cleanup. They also offer ways for anyone to get involved. This includes volunteering, spreading the word, donating, or even suggesting other helpful resources.
You know, I never thought about it that way. I guess I should be more sensitive to what I say.
It happens to everyone. Being informed is really important to save society. There's always time for positive change, though. People just have to remember there's always hope.
You know, I think I'll start. I think I'll clean this up.
I'll help. Me too.
Yeah, should I? Maybe we should. I'll try. Okay. That sounds good.